first quest designers, and he was actually the very first lead quest designer ever to exist on the World of Warcraft team. He's driven a huge part of our story development for the last dozen years. So, Alex. Next up, we have Ian Hazakostas, lead game designer. So, as lead game designer, he's responsible for a lot of things. Most recently, you guys may be aware that he's been responsible for our boss encounters for both dungeons and raids for many years now, several expansions. In addition, he's been responsible for class design and other sorts of systems. Really a huge factor in the last 7 or 8 years of World of Warcraft. Yeah. All right, so to get to the point, we're first going to be talking about story. A little bit more insight into the events of World of Warcraft Legion. What you see on the screen right here is actually a teaser still shot from the introductory cinematic that will be revealed at a later date, coming relatively soon. So, eat it up. Right there, clearly, pretty significant characters involved. We'll also be talking about setting. As mentioned in the video, the Broken Isles. This new continent that players haven't experienced before, but it's been referenced back in Warcraft 3. We'll be giving you more insight into zones and the inhabitants, what happens. We'll also be talking about dungeons and raids. You gotta have dungeons and raids. We'll be talking about those artifact weapons you saw about. Little concept piece there from our team. We'll be talking about Demon Hunters, of course. And finally, the new PvP honor system. We'll be going into detail on exactly what that is and how it works. So I'm going to hand it off to Alex to talk about our story and setting.
Well, hello Gamescom. I am honored to be standing before you today to be talking about our new expansion. I do want to mention one thing. I am not Chris Benson. I'm a little taller, my nose is bigger. That's how they tell us apart at work. All right, let's get to it. So Legion takes place on the Broken Isles. This is a land at the heart of Azeroth that is long forgotten. 10,000 years ago, before the Great Sun Ring, this whole area was a vast, bustling night elf civilization. And what we have now, after the world was destroyed, is the bones of that civilization. So this continent, in its entirety, is a graveyard of sorts. And it's on this continent that we will discover the Tomb of Sargeras. Right, some old school War 3 players. Now the Tomb is an active gateway to endless Legion worlds thanks to Gul'dan. A demonic invasion bigger than the War of the Ancients is currently underway. To repeat this. This is the biggest demonic invasion of Azeroth ever. And what are we going to do about it? We're going to sit around. We're going to fight. That's right, because that's what we do. To do that, we're going to track down the sources of invasion at the Broken Shore and take the fight directly to Gul'dan and his demonic armies. And after a glorious battle at the Tomb of Sargeras, our story will begin. So this whole thing will actually start before the expansion even officially launches. The Broken Shore experience, someone's happy. The Broken Shore experience is like the Assault on the Dark Portal for Warlords, but structured completely differently. to help tell the story a little bit better. And I think one of the things that's going to happen after this experience is every single person in this room that has played WoW in the last 5 to 10 years is going to be really, really surprised and shocked. 100% sure on that one. Is that right? I'm sure I'll get a lot of hate from Twitter on that. Okay, so let's get into it.
15 Minuten Video, die werden sich freuen. Kannst du erstmal auflachen?
Once the dust settles, after the broken shore, we will wake up to a world on fire and probably a massive headache. But we're not going to let a headache stop us from saving our world. Yes. We will wield, we will hoist up the fabled artifacts of those we have lost and those that have lost hope. And we will attempt to restore peace to a world on the brink of annihilation. And to help do that, we'll form class orders, powerful class orders, or rename old ones, like the Silver Hand. This is a combination of extremely super exciting features for us. Ian's going to go into a lot more detail on that shortly, but it's amazing, guys. How are we feeling about those demon hunters, guys? Sorry, I can't hear you. I was getting water. How about those demon hunters? Good? We're going to need all the help we can get to fight the Burning Legion. And who better than demon hunters? I mean, it's in the name. But to do that properly for us, we need to establish context. Because guys, last time we faced demon hunters at all, they all wanted to kill us. Most of them. And after this, they may still want to kill us. So, we will see through Illidan's eyes the story of the demon hunters, the Illidari. We will go back to the moment during the siege of the Black Temple, where we see Illidan send his demon hunter Illidari back on a special mission. So, anyone play Burning Crusade in here? Yeah! So you guys remember, back in the Burning Crusade, we were running up the Black Temple in the halls, we were all excited to go take out Illidan and we're praying for Warglaives to drop. Well, Illidan had other things going on in the background, like sending his best, most elite demon hunters on a suicide mission. So we'll go through their past to the shattered demonic prison world of Mardoon. This is the world that Sargeras created when he was a good Titan to hold all of the demons that he captured in the entirety of the universes. And when Sargeras went bad, this is the world he shattered and released what would become the Burning Legion. We'll go there. And we'll come into the present, where we will go through the secret halls of the Vault of the Wardens. When all is said and done, we will learn what it means to be a demon hunter and understand the true meaning of sacrifice. We'll turn into awesome metamorphosized demon hunters. Tom's going to talk about that later. But guys, this is Warcraft. And I did say that this was the biggest Legion invasion we have ever